In this video we're going to look at a really budget price or extremely cheap M7 bayonet to go with some of the retro rifles to look at. If you really like the content, the things I'm covering, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you could, be a member. Alright, so M7 bayonets. I had one for years and I ended up selling it when the economy was good and made some money on it, you know, because bayonets, if you notice, I don't really have a bayonet for every rifle that I review because generally they just sit on a shelf somewhere. I can't store them on the gun, and I don't display my guns on the walls of the house where it would be possible to leave the bayonets attached. So I'm not one for it, but since I'm reviewing and doing work with these retro guns, I said, you know what, I gotta get one. So like I said, the good one I had, I sold. They go for, depending on the maker, the blade and everything, you know, you're talking 2 C notes or something. So, and if you go and look for an original GI one, you know, they got some pretty ratty ones out there. They want $60, $70 for them. They're pretty beat up. And then they're going to grab you shipping. Something like $17, $20. So what I did is I found this M&P, I guess, for the rifles, the Smith & Wesson rifles. This thing cost me, delivered, 28. Yeah, that's right. 28.00 you know, units, less than $30. So I said, you know what, it's not period correct or military, but it'll snap on there and we can look at it. So, you know, the sheath is somewhat, it ain't the same quality. Has the, you know, wire hangers, like for my old guard belt, which I got. And pull this out, take a look at it. Fortunately, it's got M&P all over it, black. I think I've seen, you know, fake ones like this with a plastic scabbard. They go anywhere from 38 to 45, you know. So at $28 delivered, okay, that ain't a bad deal. And it has, things that got oil all over it. You know, that kind of looks like an M8 scabbard. I think that's just hard plastic, but it's got the guard on there, the wrong color. But the edge is sharp. People were complaining. Bayonets really are not supposed to be sharp. This bottom edge is, and the top kind is. So this thing's got an edge on it. You can use this as an actual knife. It'll probably cut. Let's see. Oh yeah. So it's not marked or nothing other than, oh, it is here, M7 bayonet and a part number. And if you look, it's kind of rough. The cross guard, the machining and that's rough on it. It's like a powder coat paint on there. But feels like one, it's the same size. You know, M7, detach it. So I am not going to complain for the price that I paid. Now, flimsy. Because I've had real ones, and like I said, the price of anything nowadays, milsurp, has gotten insane. You know, and I'm not gonna spend $100 to have a real one when I can just use this, and when I want to put it on the rifles for whatever reason to show off, we can, because then this is just going to end up in a box sitting somewhere on the shelf once I'm done making videos with it. Or maybe we'll do a fire the rifle without the bayonet, fire the rifle with the bayonet to check out our, accuracy nagant wise. Alright, so I'll go get the rifle and we'll throw this thing on there and see how it fits. Okay, we have our rifle, and let me see, did I waste my money? Not really. For $28, I ain't gonna complain. Like I said, these things go, a lot of the accessories and things, that's the next one we're gonna go to, go for quite a bit of money for the original stuff, or at least when you go on eBay or the gun broker, people want a ton of money. And even these, probably made in China repros, they get, they want $45 and stuff for something like this. I think they had Optics Planet. But there's a guy down in Florida selling these. 28 dinero in the mailbox. Doesn't look too bad. So there you have it. You never know what you can find on eBay, and now we got something to demonstrate the bayonet. I don't need to go back into getting an original GI one or nothing, and I'm not going to wear this and run around with it. I just got it as a prop. Alright, thank you, and stay tuned.